Alrighty. Howdy ho, folks. Multiversal Medium here for another episode of Dread Delusion. Last time we left off, we were dealing with, what, the third or so hive-mindy nonsense this game's given us? A very tiny undead dude. They're very little. I love how that keeps happening. Just the fact we'll come across someone and it's like, oh, they're super small. Or just, oh yeah, that's super small. Or that's super big. Kind of stuff. Just happens fairly often in this game, weirdly enough. Okay. Did I explore down both these routes? I feel like I actually might have missed one of these. Was it this one? This is different. Yeah, I didn't explore down this one. Anyways. Yeah, last episode we were dealing with like the third or so hive-mindy nonsense of this region alone. And yeah, I consider the Way of All Flesh like a hive-mindy nonsense because it could have easily evolved into that. Probably only openable from the other side. Considering it was like able to reverberate through living flesh and all that nonsense. That. That. Look around for more things to pop. Drop and lock. I am not seeing. Actually, like, it makes me wonder. Oh, what's this one? Oh, it's a skull that's just upside down. That's what that one is. Okay. Same skull nonsense, just hanging upside down. More amazed I even saw that. Oh, this looks like the texture's missing. This looks a whole lot like the water texture's missing right here, man. Whoopsie daisy. Excuse me, guys. Excuse me. Shovel, shovel, shovel. Yeah, it makes me wonder if I left the Way of All Flesh alive. Oh. Hey. So, come here often? Would that technically be like a hive mind of all living things, whereas this would be a hive mind of all dead things? Thank you for freeing me. I thought I was done for. Who are you? I am Inquisitor MCC 17. Actually, MCC is probably like Greek numerology as well. I just don't know what MCC stands for. I know X, V, and II. Bless him, man. Do you guys know much Greek like numerology? Can't blame me for this one. Of the Apostatic Union, at your service. What's an Inquisitor doing in these mines? There are 4 of us, sent to investigate a possible Class C god entity. This thing is weaker than Pagath? Well, actually, I suppose Pagath is stronger in general. Pagath's able to very easily affect the world around it. With its just being there, it helps fertilize things. This thing doesn't affect the people around it. It kind of needs swearing of loyalty and probably other people to bring it entities in order to parasite. Parasitize? Whatever. So yeah, I guess it would be a Class C. But I was separated from the rest of the tribunal and taken prisoner. I'm not sure what became of my comrades. Oh, they're dead. We weren't able to nullify the god entity. Our quest was a resounding failure. I can help. Yes, perfect. Take this. It's a terminus prism. It can kill a god entity like this one. You can set this whole mess right. What will you do now? I'll make for the surface once I have a good opportunity. I'm in no state to fight, so I'll have to slip through somehow. You can set this whole mess right. This terminus prism, it can kill a god? Only fledgling god entities like this one, which are undergoing apotheosis. Prism has no effect on older god entities. Before we separated, my tribunal determined that this crystal entity is currently in an advanced stage of apotheosis. At this stage, a god entity is still malleable to the imaginations of its followers. That's how the prism kills the entity. You can set this wholeness right. So it hasn't been defined yet. Any supplies you've stashed? Can I have them? Of course. I keep these defense potions hidden in case of emergencies. You can set this whole mess right. Okay, yeah, cool. Like, honestly, I'm having second thoughts now. One, because I don't like the apostatic union, because they're kind of D-bags. But two, because its odd hive-mindiness is not defined yet. There's actually a chance this thing isn't as horrid as I was kind of describing it could be. Because it's literally in a fledgling state. Yeah, excuse me, man. Hold up. Since it's in a fledgling state, might not inherently be as bad as I was describing it, weirdly enough. Or it could be way worse. Because this is how it is, as, like, it's basically cocooning and slowly achieving what it can and will become. That could be way worse. Is that it up there? Yeah, there's a skull up there, I think. That's what that is. There we go. There we go. I was about to say, like, where the heck is this last freaking... What's a Mahooza? And there we go. Back to the, bunch of little tiny sarcophagi. You know, about child size. Yeah, those. I'm glad this game doesn't have children we can see in it. I don't know how I'd be okay with the devs writing as they usually do with children around and writing children how they usually do various NPCs. Ring of Mana. Boosts the mana of its wearer. Yeah. Up another potion. Gosh dang. Considering these stamina potions exist in universe, it just makes me think to that world record of somebody staying up for the longest amount of time. It's like extended periods of staying awake is horrible for you, actually. It is some of the worst you can honestly do to yourself. After a certain point, you start acting very loopy and as if you're under the influence of things, and your cognitive abilities just kind of start declining majorly. We'll put it at that. Because, well, sleeping is rest for the mind, and kind of resetting how your mind works. Yeah, there's probably supposed to be water here, too. Yeah, this just isn't... Okay. Yeah, that's just not textured right. It's even given the water walk sound effect. I don't know if that's just a visual glitch in my game, or if that's actually an issue across the board for other people's games in general. Whatever. It is what it is. Anyways, yeah, extended periods of not sleeping just kind of screws you over really, really badly. So it makes sense for why, when you're fatigued, your stats starting to go down. Like, it's an annoying aspect of, like, survival-based games, but it makes perfect sense. It's just how bodies work in general. So with these stamina potions, I'm thinking, like, gosh, how high can we get that record, man? How high can we take this? It's constantly like 500 stamina potions, just chugging one. Oh, but now I'm reminded of like some individuals have stayed up way too long to do various things like gaming or whatever. And obviously they're chugging like Monster or whatever energy drink, what have you. And they basically died because of it. So I'm curious if like overusage of these stamina potions would lead to death in universe. Just a random thought. I feel like it would fit setting wise. Anyways, keep exploring. Because I need to decide if I'm actually taking out this emerging god at this point. It's honestly the thing, like, I'm not against duality when it comes to the way gods express themselves as a whole. Honestly, I prefer it. Something that is purely good and only ever good and has to be good at all times, honestly, doesn't make sense in my mind. Whereas something that is evil, always evil, and has to forever be evil doesn't make sense in my mind either. Okay, I guess there wasn't much else there. Okay. Hope that's that. I guess we're going to the God Chamber. Cool. Thought there was more in the Hymnal Chamber, but So yeah, I'm not I just want to talk to the divinity, to be perfectly honest, and kind of get there. Yeah, and I'm this and this, and I have this ideology of this and this and that. Because now that I know it's just like kind of growing and forming its own worldviews as a whole, I feel like I'm punching a baby. If that makes sense. Oh, but it's a divinity. Yeah, it doesn't change the fact that's how it feels, man. Oh, but like, freaking, it's really just a divinity and it could destroy all life as we know it. Yeah, but I don't know if it's going to. And also it's offering like a way out for freaking the endless in a weird way. I don't know if it's going to keep doing crystalline nonsense. And honestly, like, although it's got a flat butt, it is a really pretty statue. Is that going to be the defining factor? Did its, like, mental, like, nonsense actually work on me? Am I just, like, super admiring it because it's a statue that looks nice? Look at that. That's a very nice statue. Yeah, I think its mental gymnastics is working on me. Gosh dang it. Oy vey. I don't want to use a guide, so I don't want to know what the heck's going on. But I am the kind of person that was like, yeah, F around and find out. Play stupid game, win stupid prizes. What's my stupid prize? I guess I'm gonna swear loyalty. I changed my mind, I thought about it. Why not? I could destroy you. Or we could just pledge allegiance. I'm so curious. I'm overly curious. It's gonna be my downfall in a lot of games. Bad move, let's do it. Pledge my loyalty. Before performing the ritual which Lucia taught you, you wonder, are you sure this is the choice you want to make? A pact such as this cannot be broken. Oh gosh. I mean, I knew that, like, last episode too, but if you're just gonna outright spell it out, it's like the game saying, like, are you certain you want to screw yourself over this way, man? That's what it feels like. Oh, I'm so curious. Oh, I just said I wasn't gonna look up a guide. Are there other, like, divinities that I could swear my loyalty to? Is this the only divinity where it's like, are you certain you're going to swear your loyalty to? Because I just kind of like talked my way through like filling Hallowshire with worms. Because the Pageth was just so naive. He's like, oh, you're the person here. You want to do my bidding? Because obviously you being here means you do my bidding, right? It's like, sure, man, whatever. Oh my goodness. Oh. I'm so apprehensive now. You consider your options. Oh, I am so curious. This is such a stupid idea. You have been given a device capable of killing the fledgling crystal goddess who resides deep in endless mines. But will you use it, or are you called to join with her instead? Oh my goodness. What does this equate to? Like, I'm so on the fence about this. You know what? If I'm on the fence about this, that means you guys playing at home possibly would be just as on the fence. It means you guys would probably not be okay joining it. I'm joining it because I know you guys probably aren't. Yep. Okay. Yep. Let's join with it because it's probably not the smart move, and it's literally the move I think a majority of players would not make during their playthroughs. Pledge your loyalty to the Crystal Goddess. Cannot be broken. Once more, I feel like it's what a majority of individuals would not do. And I feel like I shouldn't either. Because, like, that's a contract with the divinity in the universe. That's a really stupid idea, basically. But, gosh, I work for the Inquisition. This is really stupid. I don't like the Inquisition, though. Anyways, it's... Yeah, let's go for it. Visions cross through your mind in geometric threads, converging at the statue's heart. Immaculate webs extend in all directions, weaving through the veins of the surrounding rock. You see the cosmic totality unified through her. The goddess sees you too. With that caressing gaze of hers, she sees all things. My beautiful child, you will retain yourself, because you have another purpose. I have set an even finer role in the tapestry for you. Oh, great, it's a web spinner. I don't like web spinner goddesses. They're usually very spider-like. Ugh. Oh well. Terminology of threads and tapestries aside, let's keep going. I will guide you now. Take this with you. You feel something move inside your bag. Looking inside, you discover that the terminus prism which the imprisoned Inquisitor gave you has been smashed. In the middle of the pieces lies a small parcel, wrapped neatly in flower petals. Thank you. uh... Geography. Is it a house deed? I've always wanted to own my own house. Epic. Crystal shard. Network of crystals. Wait, is it this? A sliver of genuine epic crystal. This treasure harmonizes your body with the island's network of crystals, ensuring that when you use a crystal point, your health is restored. Crystal point? I think that's what I got from this. Okay. Got that in apparently like a letter. Oy vey. Oy vey. Yeah, I think I got a crystal thing that anytime I save, I just get a full heal? Okay. That's not bad. Lucia watches you cautiously. Okay, cool. Um, I am probably going to regret this later. I don't know what that letter was. You guys still aggressive to me now? We cool? We funky, or are you guys still aggressive? I bet you anything they're still aggressive. Yeah, probably gonna regret that. But hey, full heal at save points. That's nice, Gucci, funky. Yeah, full heal at save points. I wonder if that locked me into a certain... Yeah, you are aggressive. Dude, rude. Hashtag rude. Yeah, I feel like that may have locked me into an ending or something. Oh, well. I've already mentioned multiple times I kind of want to do another playthrough of this. It's not the end of the world. Maybe off screen I'll actually look up what that equates to. Because I just wanted to make the choice. Like, personally, actually, at the end of the day. Make it a lot more... Why didn't I take the elevator? Why am I like this? Every single time I'm always like this. Why am I not just porting out of here? Why am I like this, actually? Yeah, I freaking have the port home spot. Why am I like this? Let's use this, and yep. Full heal. Okay, cool. Doesn't mess with my stamina, but that is nice. Okay. Yeah, let's go to the, Cadaver Crusade dudes. Frickin' castle. And get to the top, see if there's anything out the window I can actually look at. Go from there. Honestly, I'm assuming that elevator I'm not going to be able to raise unless I, mess with faction nonsense. Which I would assume actually just equates to some ways of dealing with quests, usually, but also... So the town of Sepulchre has, like, guards patrolling that aren't aggressive. Just like how Hallowshire had Inquisitors patrolling and stuff. I'm certain if I killed them a lot, I'd be allowed entry up top of this place. Where was it again? I think it's actually on the other side of this. Over here? Oh, no, that's empty. Was it over here? Yeah, I'm pretty... Yeah, there it is. Okay. I can remember basic freaking directions sometimes. But I'm certain if I, killed the guards patrolling Sepulchre Heister, sauce, it would probably raise my, faction with these dudes. And in turn, allow me up top, possibly? Would be my guess. Okay. Oh, yeah, there is a... Yeah. I called it. 100% while I was editing, I was like, yeah, but what if I actually just, I don't know, use that one item that's really good for seeing things. Am I seriously going to go through this many lockpicks? On a medium difficulty lock? Oy vey. Okay. Let's see here. Anything interesting? Ring of Featherfoot. This ring prevents damage from falling. Oft used by acrobats and burglars alike. No fall is too great for the wearer of such a charm, though it is always advisable to make sure one can return from whence they plunge. Yeah. We got hints to that when, let's see here. What ring? I got spellcraft going. With the spell that does that as well. Increases the potency of potion. Rejuvenation. Allows health to regenerate. The mana. Ring of the Snake. Immune to poison. Bargain. Increases barter. Stone Skin. Featherfoot. And critical cast. Go through rejuvenation. Here we go. We are just going to take this off real quick. Yeah. I like that. I like that I just freaking was like, oh, right. Things are just lying sometimes in the universe, so I need to use that more often. Like I'm finally learning game mechanics or something. Oh well. Yeah, grab that one. Okay. What does that leave us with? Well, I think we need to A, talk to the queen, B, deal with the entombed one, C, meet up with the Duchess and start the main quest nonsense. And I think we'll start with the Silver Queen. See where that's going. Gosh dang, man. I'm really gonna have to look up the after effects of, like, swearing loyalty to that divinity. But first, we got an audience with the queen. Oh, wait, hold up. Gotta look dapper. Got my parfum on. Do I have anything else that raises my charm? Ooh, entice. That's for bartering. Hey, you know what I've been curious about? I don't think I ever bought it, but I think there is a bit of a equips I could get in the shop that I should grab and start upgrading all this stuff. Oh yeah. Take out for sale. Rusty bow. This one's for mana. It's just a regular rusty bow. Slow spell. Summoner's earring. Wait, hold up. Now let's get that barter going. Do I have a ring of barter? Do I have one of those? I swear I do. Poison. Ring of bargain. Yeah. Okay. I need to be using this when buying stuff more often. Okay. Yeah, let's grab a thinking cap. Glow spell. Summoner's earrings. Sure. Glow, sure. Closed helm. It's just the better version of the rusty helm. Oh, yeah, I have a rusty greatsword too. Sell all these. Honestly, maybe just upgrade a bit of my crafts and nonsense. Get rid of all the throwing knives. Honestly, I'm just thinking of a bunch of different ways to, like, do challenge runs of this game, like full throwing weapon stuff. That'd be awesome. Summons. Because, yeah, you wouldn't be able to do summons until you basically get to the skeletons, because I think that's the only way to do summons. Obviously, I mentioned like pacifist stuff. That might be a lot of fun. Maybe I'd be able to explore other endings to various quest lines and stuff if I did that. Maybe on screen, maybe off. Who knows? Figure things out. Okay, Rusty Greatsword. With Steel Greatsword. First one, slow, brutal weapons that can cleave and smash through anything they connect with. This one, mind you, seems to be more rust than sword at this point. Turn it into a Steel Greatsword. I like that it doesn't have a point to it. I don't know. I kind of like that design. It's a lot more brutish. Great swords are slow, brutal, destroy anything they connect with. This one exhibits a flat tip, characteristic of executioner blades. Yep, there we go. That's that. Fine great sword. Great swords are slow, brutish, smash through anything they connect with. This one is finely balanced. The ornate handle providing a counterweight to the blade that makes it easier to swing in wide lethal areas. Okay. It's 18 damage as opposed to the regular sword's 15. The Iberian Greatsword. A true Iberian Greatsword of the kind that was wielded by the knights and paladins of that long ago empire. To carry this is almost to walk through the age of myths again, but as a hero or a villain. Iberian sword just gets as good as the great sword. Iberian great sword does 24. Iberian bow does 35. So arguably the great sword gets the most boost by getting a 6 point attack boost, like going up to 24, whereas the bow just gets a 5-point boost. Interesting. Did I not finish these? Oh, got the Assassin's Cowl, the Assassin's Brigandine. Oh, I didn't know I didn't finish those. Thinking Cap. Hats of this kind are valued by wizards and other wielders of the arcane. Cipher stitched into the lining stimulates thoughts and access to magical prowess. Modest Arcanist Hat. A more advanced Thinking Cap. This hat fairly hums with cipher, as if bursting with ideas. All it needs is a brain to supply them. It's more fashionable, too. I'd like if it added to your charm a bit if it was fashionable. Anyways. See here. Arcanist Hat. A veritable thinking crown. Practically an entire arcane education can be had just by popping this on your head. It's also devastatingly stylish. Yeah, I would like if it freaking increased your charm because of how stylish it was. Let's do our Thief's Cowl because I use that a lot. So Thief's Cowl, an expertly crafted mask that disguises its wearer completely. Such attire is worn by only the most accomplished thieves, who appear as nothing but a shadow in the night. Assassin's Cowl. A gleaming skull mask wrapped in a dark cowl. Though it is well known to be the chosen garb of Sleevian assassins, you have seen such attire and lived to tell the tale. Yeah. Do I have enough for... Yeah, well, I'm always wearing the Assassin's Brigandine, so... Or thief armor. A decent set of leathers, perfect for a seasoned thief. The sturdiness of its construction grants good protection. But this armor has also been modified to let its wearer move freely. Assassin's Brigandine, a sublime set of armor that balances maneuverability and defense. Much like the garb of a Sleevian assassin, this armor is covered in pouches and instruments. It has been inscribed with cipher magic to increase mobility. Yeah, let's get that going. Right? I guess I have enough for the Arcanist Hat, so yeah. May as well. Now, how am I doing on Iberian ore? Because that is the... There we go. I only have 3. That is definitely the bottleneck. so to speak. I think it takes 3 to upgrade any of my weapons. Ooh, got that going. Get the sword. Ooh, yeah, that's a nice way-hander. Is that the right pronunciation of it? There's a... Okay, so there's just a sound effect for blocking. Okay. Yeah, I'm not against it, just... the sound effect doesn't sound correct for blocking. Whatever. Funny thing about two-handed weapons, they're actually not meant to slice things. They're meant to smash things. They are quite literally meant to deal with, like, other individuals' plate mail and, like, sunder armor. So yeah, they don't need to be super sharp. They just need to be a long pole with a decent amount of solidity to leverage your way into smashing stuff. Oh, so you just sit in a room with a bunch of windows and stuff? Nice, nice. Nice. Got my cap on, got my parfum. Yeah. Yeah. How you doing, Queen of Silver? As the Queen casts her gaze upon you, you are overcome with a wave of melancholy so profound it almost drives you to your knees. Oh, hello. I'm afraid I am not receiving visitors at the moment. Please talk to my Cineskull. He will attend to you faithfully. But I came here to talk to you, not your lackey. My apologies for disturbing you or charm. What seems to be the matter, your majesty? Who only needed a 40. I'm rocking those. Ragged lips peel back from long yellow teeth. She seems to be attempting a smile. You are a curious one, aren't you? But I can assure you there is nothing out of the ordinary. But quite simply, I am feeling the same as I did yesterday. The same as I will tomorrow. 200 years ago, you would have found me in the same castle. In the same seat. Feeling the same as I do now. That's awful. Sounds boring. Oh, how tragic. You have to live in a giant luxurious castle surrounded by generational wealth. I like how I can just by default be a D-bag. I like how that's just allowed. Most games don't allow you to do that. Sounds boring. I left boredom behind a long time ago. I exist now in tranquility and have no desire for your pity. It sounds like you don't exactly have a busy schedule, or I have questions, Your Majesty. I'm so honored that you deign to speak with me. Sounds like you don't exactly have a busy schedule. This is true. Yet my time is my own, even if it has little value, so I ask you not to waste it. What do you know about the Entombed One? I believe it is my father. After the ritual to grant him immortality went wrong, he fled beneath the castle, got lost within the twisting passages. Shouldn't you do something? Do what? Send guards down there? I have done so. They do not return. Go down there myself? Never. And I cannot bear to see him again. Understandable. Are you sure it's him? I know it in my bones. What if I went down there and tried to stop him from shaking the island apart? You're welcome to try. I believe my Cineskull has the key, but I don't expect you to succeed. Okay, this adds a lot more credence as to why he so easily handed it over. They've sent people to deal with it. They just like, another person died, who cares? I had other questions, Your Majesty. I see, well, you may go ahead. Can I ask about the Endless? My kingdom? I will oblige. Or the Endless created. A ritual, masterminded by my father. Ancient history, I wouldn't want to bore you with it. Sharp, no, please, tell me everything. Ooh, 60 to get her to talk, okay. My father was a healthy man, never ill, never tired. He seemed to shrug off accidents that would leave a lesser man with broken bones. So it was strange how terrified he was of death. The very idea shook him to his core. As I was nearing adulthood, he gathered a legion of mages and theurges and priests from across the sky realms and tasked them to find the secret of immortality. That old chestnut. And did they? Judging by the fact you're still around today, it seems to have worked. That old chestnut. Indeed. And did they? In a matter of speaking, yes. After numerous failed efforts, they devised a solution. It would require dozens of mages casting a spell simultaneously, extensive construction of ceremonial shrines, braziers and aisles across the kingdom, a bargain struck with an ancient god, and a sacrifice. What was the name of the god? I do not know. Once I heard my father refer to it as a shadow of a dream, or the dream of a shadow. I forget which. That's a cool way to describe a god that's literally possibly fulfilling your greatest desire or your worst nightmare, all while you reach out for it. A shadow of a dream. Oh yeah, it perfectly is the shape and form of what you want. But God does it not have the same substance of what you're after. Legit, an effed up scenario like turning everyone into undead because you wanted immortality, and the God that did it is called a shadow of a dream, is perfection. It is so perfect. Long story short, the ritual failed. It created a twisted parody of immortality, afflicted with hunger and decay. And instead of affecting just my father, it cursed half the kingdom. No, I think it probably worked how that divinity was expecting, like I just said. Only half? What happened to your father? Only half? Half the kingdom were endless and hungry. The other half did not last long. A great devouring commenced. And what happened to your father? I don't know. Perhaps he was one of those who remained mortal. The universe is cruel that way. Other questions? See, you may go ahead. I think there's another question about the endless. Are you a follower of the ferryman? Or the endless created? I believe there is one more down this. Can you tell me about the sacrifice? I don't feel like getting into that now. Okay, that's fair. Fair, because she was the sacrifice. And I've harped on that bit long enough. Leave out the endless. Are you a follower of the ferryman? No. I don't trust this upstart god. Where did he come from? Where did he go? Where did he come from, Ferryman Joe? Why don't we have any records of him before the endless were created? Where was he during the God War? Something is deeply wrong here, but my citizens are desperate enough to blindly worship any entity that promises them salvation. It offers, like, is the ferryman even an entity, or is it just like the vain hope of the endless being able to find an end? Like, I'm glad she's questioning it, because that's what a ruler needs to do. Because yeah, I don't know. There's the possibility it's the shadow of a dream or whatever. Because honestly, hey, if it's a divinity that's able to take your greatest desire and kind of just take its form in a way, but never having the same substance as that desire, like the shadow of your dream, it being a hope for a death when you're deathless would make sense. And considering it's already been here, may have a few ties to this place, or it could just be the ramblings of those who want to die and they came up with their own religion. There is no ferryman god. They just hope for one. How long have you ruled over the Endless? Hundreds of years. I forgot the exact number. Those earliest days were all fire and war. Blood-red grins in the black of night. Hushed meetings over crudely drawn maps. We were young then, and unafraid. We did not call ourselves the Endless. All we knew was that we were hungry. Where are your attendants? Your court? No attendants, no court. Sent them away long ago. That's all for now. Some questions of a more personal nature, if you must. Tell me about your father. My earliest memory is of him sitting atop his throne, looking so grim while I sung for him. Then, as I hit a particular high note, his dour face broke into such a broad smile. It was like magic, like the sun had risen over a cemetery. In those days, I would kneel beside my bed and pray to a goddess whose name I have now forgotten, that my father would never die. I was too young to know that gods pay no attention to the prayers of their people. I feel like a lot of people in the universe need to learn that bit. Like, some care to a degree, but their cares are warped. Like, every single god, like, yeah, they... Not exactly that they don't care for the people sustain them in a way, but the way they care is through a weird, like, circus mirror reflection of distortion of what the heck you view the world as. It's fascinating because it's like, it's not because they're so in tune with Cypher. If being so in tune in Cypher caused them to view the world a certain way, they'd all have the same views. No, gods are unique individuals with their own unique views that are just in tune with Cypher. And they just view the world in a weird, distorted way compared to everyone else. Fascinating stuff. When was the last time you interacted with a mortal? Let me see. Some years ago, I forgot how many. A mortal came to the castle of Ribs seeking to become an Endless himself. The Cynical was not able to dissuade her. She barged into the throne room, much like you have. Oh, yeah, Penitent Thaw. She's doing pretty well. I turned her away, as I turn all such pilgrims away. We'll add no more to our number. Thaw must be the last. Oh, no. Penitent Thaw wasn't that one. Okay. Do you have heirs? No need for heirs. I will be here forever, and the Endless cannot have children. I mean, not surprised. I don't know why I asked that. Other questions, Your Majesty? Goodbye. Fare thee well. Wiedersehen, adieu. Goodbye. Okay. Looks like that first bit was checked off. Now we need to deal with... Gosh. Guess we need to try and deal with the Entombed one. I think that's what we're dealing with next. Take a look, Lou. Go deal with the nonsense. Maybe fight an ancient undead that's gone mad while being locked up. Possibly a ruler of a kingdom. Who knows? Who knows? Alrighty. You know what's fascinating, though? Considering what she said, as soon as the ritual was over, he went below the Castle of Ribs. Which showcases something that I didn't consider. This castle in particular right there has probably been around since before the Endless. And it is so different considering the architecture they said was around at the time. How great everything else was in different ways. Oh well. Oh, that's a lot of dudes. That's a lot of dudes. Huh. Like, not for nothing, dudes, but like, I don't exactly want to fights use. Ooh, a nice animation. Oh, can I hit? I can hit multiple with us. That's awesome. That's actually awesome. Two-hander for the win. Okay, let's see here. Like we got a whole lot of nothing in one direction and a whole lot of nothing else in the other. Ooh, some. Some. Okay. This is... Ooh. Okay, so this is the way forward. I'll close that for now. It's just a back door. Why does this need a back door? Why am I going to demand that I freaking open it like a freaking fool? There we go. Why does it need a back door? Oh, well. Like, I'd understand if that was the only entrance slash exit, because it would kind of make sense as a way of fleeing a castle or whatever. Oh, is that the Entombed one right there? Just the weird moisturize me mouth over there? Huh. Oh, those are your arrows. Okay. Or spears, I guess. Yeah, they're being tossed like spears. Yeah, gotta duck and weave. And duck. Oh yeah, that's... Huh. You good, buddy? What is with the weird flesh amalgamations? What is with the hive-mindy flesh amalgamation nonsense in this universe? At least specifically in the Endless Realm, I swear. Why does this keep happening here specifically? What's up, man? The door smiles and extends its fangs. Only those loyal to the king may pass. Allowed to drink from your rest or back away. Door fangs retract and the sound of silk gliding over stone. Okay, so it's not the Entombed one. Okay. Okay, fine. Yeah, just have a bit of blood. The door sinks its fangs into your rest. It drinks and drinks and drinks until your legs feel weak and your arm is numb. Finally, it releases you. Your blood is tainted by treachery. You may not pass. Dude. Listen here, you little crap. Tainted by treachery. Oh, I've, So, earthquakes. It's said that the Entombed one trapped in the castle of Ribs Crypts is causing them. Guarded by a fanged door, which only permits entry to those loyal to the Hooded King. Yeah. Okay. Guess I gotta head back up. Oh, hey, back door. That's really simple. That helps everything now. Yeah, I never said I wasn't a hypocrite. Okay. Luckily for me, I can just run back super quick like. Actually, I had a teleport home spell this entire time. Why do I keep forgetting about that? Why is that just, like, not something within my comprehensive ability? Gotta bring your rejuvenation back on. Okay. Upsy daisy, daisy upsies. Hey, so, what's up? Oh, well met, my mortal friend. How may I be of assistance today? Can I get it a number 9? It's a fanged door in the crypts that won't let me pass. Oh dear, that sounds like one of the Hooded King's little tests. I thought we'd found and dispelled them all. Well, you'll need to find someone who's still loyal to the old king and convince them to give you their blood. Not an easy task, I appreciate. Thanks for the help. I don't think he's got decent blood. I don't think she'd have blood for it. I mean, Lord Ryder probably. Can I convince that dude to give me blood? Only one. Well, there's also the dude outside of Castle of Ribs. It's all about Lord Ryder and stuff too. He's probably. Again, I could also maybe just go on a killing spree in the Cadaver Crusade area. Hey, man. Are you still loyal to the Hooded King? Of course I am. For his untimely end, I was his right-hand man, and if he were to reappear tomorrow, I would kneel at his feet and offer him my sword without question. This is going to sound strange, but I need a sample of your blood. Only needed a freaking success chance of 40? Lord Ryder considers you for a moment, and pulls a dagger from his belt and slices his palm open. This is for one of the king's tests of loyalty, I assume. Here you go. Take as much as you need. One of the king's loyalty gate still lingers. I am interested to see what lies beyond it. Okay. Yeah. You collect as much of Lord Ryder's trickly black blood as you can. Thank you, Lord Ryder. Disgusting. What? Do you expect the king to return after all these years? Yeah, what do you expect? The dude's gonna return? Stranger things have happened, little fly. That's fair, I guess. Fair. Okay, so this gets weirder. Like, I feel like I'm not getting the full story. So one, after the ritual, Silver Queen says the king immediately fled beneath the castle ribs. But I thought the town of Sepulchre and stuff, as it is, was not built until after the Endless regained themselves. After the Great Devouring. Like, they didn't really super build with stone or anything, but we're being told it was made of stone. Secondly, Lord Ryder is saying, like, it's another one of the king's loyalty tests. Which means there was multiple of these tests before, and even Seneschal said he thought we've gotten rid of all those. But as far as we're aware, the Entombed One and the Hooded King or whatever haven't been around since this all started. They've just been down here. So why were all these doors around for the Hooded King, the Entombed One, whatever? Offer it the bottle of blood. Door lunges for your arm, but you manage to position the blood bottle beneath one fang instead. The door eagerly drinks till the bottle is empty. Satisfactory. You may pass. All hail the Hooded King. Was the Entombed One and the Hooded King separate, or the same individual? Basically, I feel like in this area, before it became the Endless Realm, would not have doors and stuff like this, is what I'm saying. But we're told this stuff has been around for a while, and they're mostly taken care of and destroyed by now. Mostly. Not always. And they're always related to the Hooded King, which we thought was the Entombed One, which is probably this dude? This looks like a dude. Like a bunch of water beneath the dude. Peace candy? Yeah, peace candy. Alrighty, yeah. So yeah. But I don't think there's going to be anything else around here that specifically needs that going. I got my charm cap on. Yeah. Alright, guys. I'll tell you what. Technically, it's been an episode. It's a bit early for a Dread Delusion episode, but I don't want to get into like another 15-minute dialogue where I discuss various things, like when I ended that one episode with the Way of All Flesh. Because I thought there was going to be a bit more dungeoneering before we got to this bucko, basically. So I'm going to call it here. And we'll talk to him or them, they, he, she, whatever, next episode. And until then, another episode of Dread Delusion. Ciao.